Hello everyone, welcome to TalentSprint. So in this session of history, we'll be discussing socio-religious reform movements in modern India. Okay, so what were the socio-religious reform movements which were conducted in India, and what were the actual ritual practices which were against human beings? We'll see all those, how they were eliminated or they were removed from modern India. Okay, so socio-religious reform movements were categorized into different movements. The first one was Brahmo Samaj in the year 1828. Next was Young Bengal Movement. Next Prarthana Samaj. Next Arya Samaj. Next Theosophical Society. Next Aligarh Movement, and next was Ramakrishna Mission. So these were some of the most important socio-religious reform movements which were taken place in India, and social evils were removed or weeded out because of these mass movements. Okay, so first one was Brahmo Samaj. So Brahmo Samaj was responsible, or this movement was responsible by a person called Raja Ram Mohan Roy. So Raja Ram Mohan Roy was also called as father of Indian Renaissance, okay, or father of modern Indian Renaissance. He was a game changer in modern India, okay, and he has established a famous Atmiya Sabha, friendly society, in the year 1815 at Calcutta. Okay, to remove the social evils, like his main intention was to reform Hinduism and to practice monotheism. So as per Raja Mohan Roy was saying, there were 30,000 crores of gods in Hinduism. So don't follow those many gods, instead go for a single god, that is called monotheism, belief in single god. So for this he has established Atmiya Sabha, and next he has founded Brahmo Samaj in 1828 at the same place, Calcutta, okay, to reform Hinduism. Okay, he was against rituals, against idolatry. Idolatry means Hindu people only go for worshipping idols of different gods. So he says don't go for idolatry. He says God is formless. Against rituals, taking holy bath in Ganges, all these he was against for. Okay, and he was working for widow remarriage and abolition of sati. What do you mean by sati? Sati means when a husband dies, along with the pyre of the husband, the live wife will be burnt along with the actual husband. So this was cruel, actually cruel. It hurts away the sentiments or the living aspirations of the woman, right? So he was working mainly against the abolition of sati and child marriages. Okay, he was concerned for widow remarriage. Okay, so and girl child education, all these reform movements he has started in India. Particularly he was working for abolition of sati. So with his efforts, he has got the abolition of sati in the year 1829. At that time, the Governor General of India was Lord William Bentinck. He will pass a resolution saying the sati will be abolished in India in the year 1829. Okay, so because of his efforts, the sati will be abolished in India in 1829. Okay, so later some more people will join his Brahmo Samaj, like Debendranath Tagore. He establishes the famous Tattva Bodhini Sabha. Okay, in Tattva Bodhini Sabha and also Tattva Bodhini Patrika in the year 1839 to propagate Raja Ram Mohan Roy's ideas. Later he will join this Tattva Bodhini Sabha to actual Brahmo Samaj in the year 1843. There are some more people like Keshav Chandra Sen, who was actually he establishes Brahmo Samaj of India. Okay, so these people have contributed for socio-religious reform movements like abolition of sati, against child marriages, for widow remarriages, all these socio-religious movements. Moving on to the next person, that is Young Bengal Movement. It was established by a person called Henry Vivian Derizio. He was the youngest person, okay, in Bengal. So he wanted to work for the removal of social evils like sati, all those, and freedom of press and improvement of condition of women, as well as the improvement of the economy of the farmers. Okay, so this Young Bengal Movement was involved in these areas. Moving on to the next event, that is Prarthana Samaj. So Prarthana Samaj was established in Bombay, a person called Dr. Atmaram Pandurang. Okay, he was a ardent follower of Keshav Chandra Sen, and he establishes Prarthana Samaj in the year 1867 at Bombay. Okay, and other members of this Prarthana Samaj was R.C. Bhandarkar and M.G. Ranade, that is Mahadev Govind Ranade. So after these two people have joined, the movement has increased actually. Okay, and they have devoted themselves for working for intercaste, particularly intercaste dining, intercaste marriages. Okay, and lowest people entering into temples, all these they were practicing to remove these social evils. Okay, so this was about Prarthana Samaj. Next is Arya Samaj. So you know, Arya Samaj was established by a person called Swami Dayananda Saraswati. So he establishes Arya Samaj in the year 1875 in the Bombay Presidency. So what was his main goal? His main goal was to purify Hinduism, like Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Okay, he was rituals, against idolatry, and he was particularly for the advocation of Vedas. So he was saying that people should study Vedas, and he said they are eternal and infallible. Okay, though people come and go, Vedas are always eternal. They don't have any death. And he said that Vedas are the rocks of ages. And he has given the famous slogan called "Go back to Vedas." These are very important questions as far as general studies examination is concerned. So he worked for the abolition of idolatry, against social rituals. Okay, he was for widow remarriage, he was against child marriage. All these were the social reformers of India, in the particularly modern India. Okay, and moving on to the next society, that is Theosophical Society. So Theosophical Society was founded in New York of USA. Okay, it was by two people called Madam H.P. Blavatsky and H.S. Olcott in the year 1875. So their main aim was to promote universal brotherhood, to reform Indic religions, to promote the study of ancient religions. What do you mean by Indic religions? Indic religion means when they came to India, they wanted to reform Indic religions. So Indic religion means those religions which have originated in India. Okay, so like Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism. So these Indic religions were to be reformed by these people. Okay, and they will establish their first branch in India at a place called Adayar in present Madras. Presently it is in Chennai, in the year 1886. Later Annie Besant, a person called Annie Besant, she joins and she becomes the president after the death of Olcott in the year 1907. So she will contribute to the Theosophical Society. She has not established Theosophical Society, but she will become the president in the year 1907. Clear with this? So Annie Besant will contribute to the freedom of India also. We'll see in the coming chapters. Next is Aligarh Movement. So Aligarh Movement was started by a person called Syed Ahmad Khan in 1875 to improve the educational and economic conditions of Muslims in India. He was particularly about the economy and educational standards of India. Okay, and he says he was against the Parda system of the Muslim. What do you mean by Parda system? Parda system is the women of Islam, they used to be behind the doors always. They used to not come outside. Okay, and polygamy, marrying more than one wife, and other things like Muslim system of divorce, like triple talaq, all those. So he was against all these rituals of Islam, and he wanted to spread the social reform movements. He wanted the educational advancement of Muslims, and he establishes the famous Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College in present Uttar Pradesh. Later it becomes the Aligarh Muslim University. Okay, as part of Aligarh movement, he will establish this Anglo-Oriental College. Later it will be renamed as Aligarh Muslim University. Presently it is at Uttar Pradesh. Okay, so this is about the Aligarh movement. Next is Ramakrishna Mission. So Ramakrishna Mission, actually Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was a great philosopher, and his Shishya was Swami Vivekananda. His childhood name was Narendranath Datta, right? So greatly influenced by Swami Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he will after his death, Swami Vivekananda wanted to continue his ideals and good deeds, so he will establish the famous Ramakrishna Mission in 1897 at Belur in Bengal. Okay, and he wants to stress the Ramakrishna teachings, and particularly he was an ardent teacher of Vedanta, that is Upanishads. We have seen in Vedic age, right? In Vedic literature, what are Vedangas or Upanishads? They teach the philosophy of life. So Vivekananda want to teach the philosophy of life. What is Karma Yoga? What is Raja Yoga? Okay, he says strength is life, weakness is death. Okay, you have to believe in yourself before believing in God. So these were the teachings of Swami Vivekananda. So this was the Ramakrishna Mission. These were some of the social evils. Some reformers wanted to remove these social evils from the society. There was one more person called Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. So because of him, the Widow Remarriage Act was passed in 1856. Okay, when Lord Dalhousie was the Governor General of India, Widow Remarriage Act was passed in 1856. So these were some of the social reformers who wanted to bring some reforms in India, particularly in religion and in the society. So hope you have learned enough things in this topic. We'll meet in the next topics. Thank you.